to a younger version of yourself, that 19-year-old at valet at the hotel in Boston, okay, or say it's one of the 25-year-olds who's fighting here today, but may have the aspiration to become what you've become today, what advice would you give them of something you would have done differently to get here?
There's nothing I would have done differently because it obviously worked out.
It did
pretty
work
good.
Yep.
My advice I would give is don't listen to anyone. Everybody tells you.
Yeah, that's the best piece of advice.
Right?
Don't listen to me. Don't listen to anybody.
Don't listen to anyone. Everybody's full of shit. Nobody knows you or what you're capable of doing. And here's the reality. The hardest thing in life is figuring out who you are and what you want to do for the rest of your life. It's a big decision. I'm very blessed and lucky. I always knew who I was and exactly what I wanted to do. And once you figure that out, you wake up every day and you work toward it. That's what you do. It's impossible for you to fail if you know who you are, what you want to do, and you wake up every day and work toward it.
See, that's beautiful to think. The hardest part for so many of those young people, and maybe for those young fighters or for that younger version of yourself, is actually that first question of even answering who you are.
100%.
Right. Once you figure that out, then you're home straight. You're home stretch. Right. It's all smooth sailing from there.
Think about this.
That's the hard part, though.
If you go to any college, anywhere in the world, right, and you meet 10 college students, and you say,
yeah.
Hey, what are you taking? I'm taking political science right now, but I'm thinking of switching to marketing. You were told that if you didn't go to college, you would never amount to anything. Okay. Mm-hmm. Then you get to college and you're taking these classes because you were told you had to go here anyway,
right.
But you don't really know what you want to do and don't know who you are. So at the end of the day, you end up with a degree that you can't use.
Doesn't mean anything.
Because you don't know what the fuck you want to do, right?
And the worst part is, Dana, is in the last 10 years, the people who are coming out are not just coming out with the useless degree. They're coming out with $120,000 of debt on their shoulders that they're not able to pay off.
Yep.
Because they're not able to. Is a college degree a requirement to work here?
No.
Yeah,
no.
Probably for the better.
I want gritty,
raw talent,
tough,
regardless.
Talented people, exactly, that are willing to work. And I'm telling you, I'm so lucky to have the team that I have. But
that's the hardest thing. Is hopefully you're helping people do that here. Is figure out who you are. You said figure out who you are, and then don't listen to anybody. But that's what I think so many people, including young people, are struggling with today. Is how do I go about figuring out who I am when I'm conditioned to believe something that I'm taught about myself? That's the key.
It's the key to life. You truly want to be happy? You know what I mean? I posted this thing yesterday. Create a life that you can't wake up to every day, you know? And that is, in a nutshell, me.
Create a life, say it again. Create a life that you
can't wait to wake up to.
Can't wait to wake up to. I love that.
You know what I mean?
Yes. That's good. You seem like the kind of guy who fits that description. I think we have more in common than I knew about.
Oh, I could tell the minute I saw you and heard you and everything else. And love what you're doing. Congrats with your success. And
thank you. We'll figure out on my side. We'll figure out what's coming up next. I mean, it's going to be helping this country in whatever way I can. But whether you're an entrepreneur in politics, not just about whatever it is, fighting, business, being a teacher, a volunteer, whatever it is, figuring out who you are is the hardest part. But once you got that, nobody's going to stop you from achieving the maximum of your potential.
That's exactly right. And if
that's
you
what your story's all about.
Become vice president, president someday, it's about unifying this country, making people proud again to be American, and helping American citizens to do better. It's just that's the way I look at it.
And you know, the piece of advice you gave at the level of the individual, figure out who you are. It's the same advice to our nation.
So true.
Let's figure out who we are
100%.
as Americans. It means that we're exceptional. It means that we believe we can achieve anything we want with our own hard work and commitment and dedication. Right now, that's what we're going through as a country. Every other country, you say, from China to India to other countries, you name Australia, that are proud of who they are. Right now, it's almost like we have forgotten who we are. Figure that out. It's almost the advice to a young person that you give is the same advice I would give to the country. Figure out who you are. And then don't listen to what anybody else from the media to another country tells you, to the UN that tells you what you're supposed to do. Figure out who you are. Don't listen to anybody and follow your actual purpose. And that's what it's going to be for our country as well.
100%.